Welcome to our channel. Today, we're diving into a transformative topic that has the power to change your life. How to break emotional patterns. We all have them. Those repetitive emotional responses that feel like they're running our lives. Whether it's getting stuck in cycles of anger, sadness, or anxiety, emotional patterns can hold us back from living our best lives. But here's the good news. You can change these patterns. Stick around, and we'll guide you through the steps to break free and create healthier emotional habits. First, let's talk about what emotional patterns are. Emotional patterns are habitual ways of responding to certain situations or stimuli. They are automatic responses that we've developed over time, often without even realizing it. These patterns can be positive or negative, but when they're negative, they can lead to stress, unhappiness, and even physical health problems. Imagine your brain as a forest. Each time you react in a certain way, you carve a path through that forest. The more you react in that way, the deeper and more well-trodden that path becomes. Breaking an emotional pattern means forging a new path, which can be challenging but incredibly rewarding. So, why do we develop these patterns? They often start in childhood, shaped by our environment, experiences, and the behavior of those around us. Over time, these responses become ingrained in our subconscious, making them difficult to change. But with awareness and effort, it is possible to rewrite these patterns. The first step in breaking emotional patterns is recognizing them. You can't change what you don't see. Start by paying attention to your emotions and reactions. Keep a journal where you note down situations that trigger strong emotional responses. Write about how you felt, what you thought, and how you reacted. Over time, you'll start to see patterns emerge. Ask yourself questions like, what situations trigger negative emotions in me? How do I typically respond to these triggers? Are there specific thoughts that accompany these emotions? By answering these questions, you'll gain insight into your emotional patterns. This awareness is crucial because it lays the groundwork for change. Remember, this process requires honesty and self-compassion. It's about understanding yourself better, not judging yourself. Once you've identified your patterns, the next step is to understand their roots. This involves delving into your past to uncover the origins of these emotional responses. Often, our current patterns are tied to past experiences, especially those from childhood. Think back to times when you felt similarly to how you do now in triggering situations. What was happening in your life then? How did the people around you react? These memories can provide valuable clues about the origins of your patterns. For example, if you find that you often feel anxious in social situations, you might trace this back to a time when you felt judged or excluded. Understanding these roots can help you see that your current reactions are based on past experiences, not necessarily present realities. This process can be challenging and emotional. It might bring up painful memories or feelings, but it's a crucial step in breaking free from old patterns. If you find this process overwhelming, consider seeking support from a therapist or counselor. Now that you've recognized your patterns and understood their roots, it's time to start changing them. One powerful way to do this is by reframing your thoughts. Our thoughts play a significant role in shaping our emotions and reactions. By changing the way we think, we can change the way we feel and respond. Start by challenging the negative thoughts that accompany your emotional patterns. For example, if you tend to feel worthless when you make a mistake, ask yourself, is this thought really true? Often, our negative thoughts are exaggerated or distorted. By questioning them, we can start to see things more clearly and feel less overwhelmed by our emotions. Practice replacing negative thoughts with more positive, realistic ones. Instead of thinking, I'm a failure, try thinking, everyone makes mistakes, and this is an opportunity to learn and grow. This shift in perspective can have a profound impact on your emotional well-being. This process takes time and practice. Your old thought patterns won't change overnight, but with consistent effort, you can start to rewire your brain and create healthier, more positive thought patterns. In addition to reframing your thoughts, it's important to develop healthy coping mechanisms for dealing with difficult emotions. When you're in the grip of a strong emotional response, it can be hard to think clearly and make positive choices. Having healthy coping mechanisms in place can help you manage your emotions more effectively. Some effective coping mechanisms include deep breathing, physical activity, mindfulness and meditation, talking to someone, and engaging in a hobby. Taking slow, deep breaths can help calm your nervous system and reduce feelings of anxiety or anger. Exercise is a powerful way to release tension and improve your mood. Even a short walk can make a big difference. Practicing mindfulness or meditation can help you stay present and centered, even in challenging situations. Sharing your feelings with a trusted friend or therapist can provide support and perspective. Doing something you enjoy can distract you from negative emotions and give you a sense of accomplishment and joy. Experiment with different coping mechanisms to find what works best for you. The key is to have a variety of tools at your disposal so that you can choose the one that best fits the situation. Setting boundaries is another essential step in breaking emotional patterns. Boundaries are limits we set for ourselves and others to protect our well-being. They can be physical, emotional, or mental. When you have healthy boundaries, you're better able to manage your emotional responses because you're not constantly overwhelmed or taken advantage of. For example, if you find that certain people or situations trigger negative emotions, it might be necessary to limit your exposure to them or set clear limits on how you interact with them. Learning to say no is a crucial part of setting boundaries. It's okay to prioritize your well-being and refuse requests or demands that drain your energy or cause you distress. Remember, setting boundaries is not about being selfish. It's about taking care of yourself so that you can be your best self for others. Communicating your boundaries clearly and respectfully is also important. Let others know what you need and why it's important. This can help prevent misunderstandings and ensure that your boundaries are respected. As you work on breaking your emotional patterns, it's essential to practice self-compassion. This means treating yourself with the same kindness, understanding, and patience that you would offer to a friend. Breaking old patterns and creating new ones is hard work. There will be setbacks and challenges along the way. When this happens, it's easy to fall into self-criticism and frustration. But beating yourself up will only make things harder. Instead, try to be gentle with yourself. Acknowledge your efforts and progress, no matter how small. Recognize that change takes time and that it's okay to make mistakes. By being kind to yourself, you'll create a supportive inner environment that makes it easier to continue your journey. Finally, remember that you don't have to do this alone. Seeking support from others can be incredibly helpful as you work on breaking your emotional patterns. This support can come from friends, family, support groups, or mental health professionals. Talking to someone who understands what you're going through can provide validation and encouragement. A therapist or counselor can offer professional guidance and strategies tailored to your specific needs. Support groups can connect you with others who are facing similar challenges, providing a sense of community and shared experience. Reaching out for support is a sign of strength, not weakness. It shows that you're committed to your growth and well-being. Don't hesitate to seek help when you need it. Breaking emotional patterns is a journey, and like any journey, it starts with a single step. By recognizing your patterns, understanding their roots, reframing your thoughts, developing healthy coping mechanisms, setting boundaries, practicing self-compassion, and seeking support, you can create lasting change and improve your emotional well-being. Remember, this process takes time and effort, but the rewards are well worth it. As you break free from old patterns and create new, healthier ones, you'll find yourself feeling more empowered, happier, and more at peace. Thank you for joining us on this journey today. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more content like this. And don't forget to share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. Until next time, take care and keep moving forward on your journey to emotional freedom.